UFC Fight Night Grasso vs Shevchenko 2 is coming up this weekend, and guys, today I have the complete betting guide for you guys with timestamps if you'd like to skip to any particular part of the video. We're going to go through confident picks, underdog opportunities, fights that you should not be betting on, potential parlays, and we're going to talk about lock of the week, guys. We're going to get into the video in just a second. Before we do though, I do want to say hello everybody and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I am your guy with too many YouTube channels, and welcome back to our complete betting guide this week, the video that we have every single week for you guys. Let's start off with the confident picks. The first confident pick I'm going to have for you guys is going to be Jasmine Jastovicius. Now, guys, before we get into these confident picks, I do want to have a little bit of a disclaimer here. I'm not going to be breaking down all these fights. That would take forever. I'm going to give a very brief reason why these are my confident picks. If you'd like to take a look at the full breakdown video that I did, that's available on the channel for you. So everything that's going to be very brief here. My confident pick is Jasmine Jastovicius. Tracy Cortez has not impressed me. Well, she has impressed me, but she hasn't impressed me with the lack of talent that she has been fighting. These fighters that she's been taking on, while she has looked good, none of them necessarily scream out to me, okay, this girl's the real deal. Jasmine Jastovicius, on the other hand, especially in her last fight against Miranda Maverick, this girl's getting better every single time we see her. I love her skill sets, and I think she's going to steamroll Tracy Cortez in this fight. The next confident pick I have for you guys is going to be Fernando Padilla. He's taken on Kyle Nelson, and Fernando Padilla has looked so good in what we've seen from him so far. I believe he's going to use his reach in this fight. I believe he's going to find a KO on a Kyle Nelson who has been looking a little bit slow as of recent, and I believe Fernando Padilla will just be the better striker. If Kyle Nelson even wants to explore the ground game, Padilla has very good submissions off of his back. I like Padilla in this fight. I'm very high on him in the division in general. I think he's going to be something special, and I think he's going to get past Kyle Nelson in this bout. The next confident pick I have for you guys is going to be Raul Rosas Jr. Now, this one comes a little bit of an asterisk next to it because we just saw Raul Rosas Jr. have his very first loss. Sometimes fighters, and especially at 18 years old, sometimes after a loss they improve. Sometimes after a loss, they are never the same fighter. So that's something to take into consideration. If you were exploring maybe adding Raul Rosas Jr. to a parlay as a parlay piece, I wouldn't do that myself because he's a minus 550 favorite on Tapology right now. That moved down to a plus 450 underdog for Terrence Mitchell. So make of that what you will. Regardless, I believe the UFC knows what they are doing here. They want Raul Rosas Jr. to win. They're giving him a guy who just got exposed in his last fight. Not necessarily exposed because he fought Cameron Simon, because that's a very good fighter, but he got ragdolled in that fight. Raul Rosas Jr., that's his strength, and I believe he's going to do that to Terrence Mitchell in this fight. The UFC wants him to win. They're giving him a fight that he can win. Raul Rosas Jr. is the pick on my end. Guys, the last confident pick I have for you is going to be Kevin Holland. It's going to be Kevin Holland. I don't like Jack Della Maddalena in his last performance. He was brought into a dogfight, and in my opinion, he didn't necessarily pass that test. I didn't like the way he looked, and someone who can bring him into a dogfight is Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland has looked so big, so powerful in the welterweight division. He's 30 years old in his prime. The reach advantage is crazy. I believe Kevin Holland, guys, is going to keep him at bay, potentially being able to finish Jack Della Maddalena, but I think Kevin Holland's going to box his face off. I really do. Jack Della Maddalena is a very good stand-up boxer, but I think Kevin Holland's going to do it, man. I really like this fight for Kevin Holland. He will bring Jack Della Maddalena into a war that he doesn't want to be part of. And I'm not saying that he can't be part of a war, you know what I mean? I just think Kevin Holland's going to come out on top no matter where this fight goes. I'm really feeling Kevin Holland in this matchup, guys. All right, guys, let's talk about some underdog opportunities. And it's important to note, while I am talking about these underdogs, these are not picks. I'm not necessarily picking these fighters to win their fights. I'm just saying if you're looking for underdog money, this is an opportunity for you. If an underdog is supposed to hit, these are the most likely to hit in my opinion, besides the confident picks, because I know Kevin Holland is a slight underdog. So the first one is going to be Christos Giagos. Now, on the screen right now, I have the live bets up here. He is a plus 275 underdog right now. It's tough to say, and the reason why I think he might win this fight is because he definitely has that UFC experience. He's fought guys that are arguably tougher than Daniel Zellhuber, more skilled than Daniel Zellhuber, and why doesn't always get the win? I'm not convinced of Daniel Zellhuber yet. There's times where he shows up, he's fairly inactive. There are times where he shows up, but it's like, okay, this guy's beatable. There's times he shows up where he looks very good and he steamrolls his opponent. So it could be like Daniel Zellhuber just sometimes has those performances where he gets the win, but I'm like, somebody of significance would beat this guy. That's why I believe Christos Giagos has a chance to win here. He's shown that he's very capable of fighting good fighters, and he might be able to get a win over Daniel Zellhuber here. I'm leaning towards my pick being Daniel Zellhuber, but if you're looking for an underdog opportunity, Giagos isn't a bad one. Guys, the last underdog opportunity I have for you is going to be Alexa Grasso. She is, as of right now, a plus 230 underdog. I think that's crazy. I think it's absolutely nuts for a fighter against Valentina Shevchenko, who we just saw lose to Alexa Grasso, by the way. The pressure looked good. While Valentina Shevchenko was winning this fight, Valentina might have one foot out the door. She might. She seems like she's content with her life. The mental game might not necessarily be in there. She's a very good fighter. She's one of the best women's fighters to ever grace the octagon. But Alexa Grasso has good pressure. She's in her prime. She's going to be fighting close to her hometown. She has good pressure. She's going to be having the confidence that she just finished Valentina Shevchenko. She just dethroned the champion, the long-reigning, unbeatable champion. Confidence is going to be there. She showed that she could already do it, and she could very well do it again. She very well could. I'm surprised that this is a plus 230 underdog. I might just hop on this myself. It's not a confident pick of mine, but this is definitely an underdog opportunity. All right, guys, let's talk about fights to avoid. And the first one's going to be Lupita Godinez taking on Elise Reed. I cannot believe that Lupi Godinez is over a 4-1 favorite. That's nuts. This is a very low-level strawweight fight, and I believe this could go either way. I don't have too much else to say about that. Stay away from this fight. You're nuts if you bet on this one, in my opinion. I don't get all the hype behind Lupi. I don't. Guys, the next fight that I believe you should be staying away from is actually going to be Edgar Chairez taking on Daniel Lacerda. You have a guy in Daniel Lacerda who, while he has lost 4 in a row, he's one of those fighters that comes in guns blazing trying to take your head off. If you have a fighter like that, anything can happen. And both of these guys have shown to lack fight IQ in their fights. I'm just not overly impressed with either guy. Plus, with Daniel Lacerda coming in with, like I said, guns blazing, anything can happen in this fight, man. Anything can happen, and I'm not so sure who's going to take the win in this fight. So I would stay away from this one personally because I see a lot of different avenues the way this fight could go. All right, guys, let's talk lock of the week. The lock of the week is going to be Roman Kopylov. This guy has been impressing me more and more as of late. I love how dangerous this guy looks. The striking is out of this world. The defense is there. This guy's accurate and powerful. He's looking better every single time we see him. He's been putting work in Dagestan. This dude is going to be a problem in the middleweight division. He's taking on Josh Fremd. Josh Fremd will want to stand with him. He'll want to clinch with him. And Roman Kopylov is going to absolutely destroy him in the kickboxing match. That's what I believe is going to happen. Roman Kopylov is going to be my lock of the week. Josh Fremd, he's probably not going to explore the ground game. But even if Roman Kopylov has really been working on that, I like him a lot in this matchup, man. I think we're going to see Josh Fremd's chin crack. I think that's what's going to happen. I got Kopylov, lock of the week. All right, guys, we're going to pause the video just for a second, but if you don't want to hear me talk, the timestamps are there in the video if you want to just skip to the next part. Guys, I recently launched a channel membership on the channel, so every single Friday, you will be able to, if you're a channel member, see my official plays. If you are interested in seeing them, I am a very, very safe bettor. I make just a little bit of a profit each week. I don't go crazy with the underdogs or anything like that. I do as best as I can to stay as safe as possible. So if you're interested in seeing my official plays, join the channel membership. They will be up every single Friday. All right, guys, let's talk about some potential parlays. This is the section of the video where I just have a little bit of fun and I see anything that we could possibly build. So let's take the fighters that I am very confident. Of course, Roman Kopylov and Jasmine Jastovasius. I really, really like their chances. Same with Kevin Holland, and even will Raul Rosas Jr. really do anything to it? No, that is not worth it. That is not worth it for just adding just a little bit. So I'm probably going to parlay these two together for 5 times your money. I really like that. Plus Fernando Padilla, 7 times your money. Adding Raul Rosas Jr. to that will make it 840. That's very tempting. Every time you get into a 5-fight parlay, though, there's bound to be at least one upset. You know what I mean? But I do like, just for straight money, Kevin Holland. Let's say a bet $15 on each fighter, $28 for that. You'll get, even for Jasmine Jastovasius, she looks very good. I'm feeling real good about this week, guys. Feeling really, really good. The problem is, of course, lock of the week, Roman Kopylov. It'll take something like $50 to bet. Yeah, you won't make too much on that. I'm a big fan of 1.5 round bets, so I'm definitely going to explore those. Although I don't love a lot of these fighters for going over 1.5 rounds. I really don't, man. Maybe Valentina Shevchenko, Alexa Grasso. I honestly might just hop on this Alexa Grasso underdog opportunity plus 230. That is nuts. If you want to bet for $50, you'll get 115. I don't mind that at all. There's a lot of value to be made this time around. So if you want to take what are some good underdogs? You want to take Jasmine Jastovasius and Alexa Grasso. That's 5 times your money just for 2 fights. I really like that. Adding lock of the week to it, you get 6 times your money. I like that, man. But I'm probably going to be doing some nice straight bets here. I'm going to do Kevin Holland. I'm going to do Roman Kopylov. I'm definitely hopping on the Roman Kopylov. 100%. Very confident of that. Fernando Padilla. The odds aren't bad this week. I like what I'm seeing, man. I really, really like what I'm seeing. I'm definitely going to parlay some 1.5 round bets in here too. I'm really feeling Kevin Holland. I'm really feeling Jasmine. Like these two. Just these two together is almost 4 times your money. That is very good. Guys, we have a good week ahead of us. But with that being said, guys, I'm going to close out the video today. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if there are any bets that you'll be placing down below. Do you like what I had to say? Let me know if you disagree or agree in the comments section down below. And thank you again for watching, everybody. On the screen right now, if you'd like to continue watching the Clenbat channel, there'll be 2 videos on screen for you to check out. I will see you either there or in the next video, guys. Take care.